My dear, I love you with devotion, but not with priority. You're special, but someone else is sacred. I gave you space in my heart, but not the throne. You held my hand, they held my soul. You touched my skin, they touched my eternity. You're unforgettable, but they're irreplaceable. I cared for you deeply, but not completely. You calmed me, they cracked me open. I wish I could give you a love that isn't already taken. You were enough, but not first. I never meant to compare you, yet I always do. You made me smile, they made me ache. I never lied, I just never said everything. You warmed me, they scorched me. My silence wasn't rejection, it was devotion to someone else. You're a safe haven, they're a storm I still crave. I held you close, but I held them closer in memory. I see your beauty, but I still chase their ghost. You have my loyalty. They have my longing. You brought peace. They brought poetry. You're my today. They're my forever. You were never a rebound, but never the root. I adore you, but not with the madness I gave them. I tried to love you fully, but I was already full. You got my healing, they got my ruin. You see the best in me, they saw the raw. I gave you affection, I gave them my ache. You're real, but they're mythic in my soul. You feel right, they felt divine. You don't deserve second place. But I can't lie, my eyes are on you. My heart is somewhere else. You are comfort. They were chaos I called home. You are love. They are legend. I never stopped loving you. I just never started completely. You see my light. They held my darkness. You knew my present. They shaped my past. You speak to me. They haunt me. I'm yours in presence. The rest still belongs to them. You're perfect. But they're unforgettable. You bring me ease. They brought me ecstasy. I never planned to choose, but my heart already has. You're here. They're etched. You deserve more than half of a heart. You healed me, but I still mourn them. I want to love you louder, but my silence still calls their name. I look at you and still feel their echo. Your hope. They were holy. I can't give you everything. Something still belongs to them. I don't compare you, but my soul does. You get my future. They got my forever. You were a blessing. They were a breaking. I loved them recklessly. I love you responsibly. You're a calm ocean. They were a wild fire. I want to love you more, but my soul won't shift. You saved me, but I still miss the storm. I'm not broken, just divided. You hold my hand, they hold my pulse. I feel safe with you, but I felt alive with them. I can't lie, my heart still flinches at their name. You are present, they are permanent. I gave you my smile, they have my scars. You bring peace, they brought prophecy. I am loyal to you, but I still ache for them. I can't pretend you're the only one who mattered. I'm not over them, but I'm still here for you. You're my new chapter. There's still the plot twist. You held me gently, they shattered me sweetly. I want to belong to you, but my heart still whispers their name. You are beautiful, but they were divine. I see a future with you. I still feel the past with them. I gave you honesty, but I never gave you the full truth. You deserve someone who isn't still haunted. You're healing me, but I miss the pain of them. You came when I needed love. They came when I needed magic. You're a promise. They were a poem. You're my second chance. They were my only chaos. I stopped choosing them, but I never stopped feeling them. You are real, but they feel eternal. You're here in my arms. They live in my bloodstream. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. I gave them my truth. I'm giving you my recovery. You're where I rest. They were where I burned. You hold my present. They hold my pulse. You're the soft landing. They were the free fall. I buried them. But some graves still breathe. You're steady. They were a sacred mess. I want to be whole with you, but I'm still fractured from them. You're the sun. They were my eclipse. I remember them in colors I can't forget. You are grace. They were gravity. You're the one I chose. They were the one I lost. Your real love. They were forbidden divinity. I wish I loved you first. You're my reason. They were my ruin. You're my calm. They were the chaos I still crave. You bring balance. They brought obsession. You speak love. They screamed through silence. You ask for forever. I still ache for the past. You're where I begin again. They're where I ended. You didn't fail me. I just never fully arrived. You're my peace, but they're still my pulse. You are my light, but they were my eclipse. I don't want to lie. My soul still flinches at their memory. You're the safe choice. They were the sacred risk. I hold you kindly. I held them like oxygen. Your love. They were lightning. I never let you in fully. Someone else already took the key. I smile at you, but ache for them. You're a new moon. They were my supernova. You know me now. But they saw me broken. You bring clarity. They brought chaos I still crave. I tried to write you a love story, but their name bled through every line. You're gentle. They were divine destruction. I loved them dangerously. I love you carefully. I don't compare. But my soul remembers your safety. They were surrender. You complete my mind. They consumed my being. You're holding me now. But they never truly let go. You're who I choose. They're who I crave. You're solid ground. They were a sacred fall. You're what I need. They were what I felt destined for. You don't deserve this ghost between us. I give you my hand, they still have my spine. You're what I built with, they're what I bled for. You're right for me, they felt written in the stars. You bring peace, they left poetry in my scars. I don't want to miss them, but I do. You're the prayer I answer. They were the sin I'd repeat. You don't deserve a love divided. I hope one day I stop hearing their name in silence. Your honest love. They were haunting passion. You touch me softly. They ruined me sweetly. You're the future I trust. They were the past I can't release. I loved them recklessly. You ask me to love gently. You're enough. But they were everything. You comfort me. They cracked me open. You see me clearly. They saw me undone. I whisper your name. I still scream theirs in my sleep. I chose you, but I still feel chosen by them. You deserve better than someone who still aches elsewhere. You're my reality. They're my relic. I'm healing with you, but still haunted by them. I gave them my soul. I offer you what's left. You love me fully. I wish I could return it without splinters. You brought safety. They brought surrender. You love me gently. They loved me fiercely. You waited. They wrecked me. You are my choice. They were my chaos. You're what I'm learning. They were what I knew too well. You're my calm. They were my storm ritual. You've been patient. I've been elsewhere. You hold my today. They still own my yesterday. You deserve a heart unchained from the memory. I look at you, but still dream in their language. You're light. They were fire. You're my clarity. They were my crucifixion. You touched the surface. They carved into my soul. I smile for you, but I still weep for them. You gave me peace. They gave me poetry and pain. I'm here with you, but I still ache with absence. Your gentle love, they were wild worship. I gave them eternity. I give you now. You offer devotion. I carry distraction. You're present. They're a pulse I can't silence. You deserve more than a heart torn in two. You bring me home. They made me homeless. You hold me. They still echo inside me. You're solid. They were sacred disorder. You are my anchor. They were my flight. You gave me balance. They gave me breaking. You deserve first place. But someone already lives there. Your warmth. They were wildfire. You're real. They're the reason I forgot how to love. Your calm love. They were cosmic madness. You are healing. They are the hurt I can't let go. You hold my peace. They held my passion. You love me kindly. They loved me completely and ruined me. You're my redemption. They were my reckoning. You deserve more than fragments. You are my present peace. They are my eternal ache.